I'm starting my walk today, the 28th of September, a half a mile from Thames Bridge and at Mortlake. This is the Thames Path, and I'm following the direction under Chiswick Bridge, the ship at Mortlake, looking down towards Thames Bridge, and across river is the winning post marking the end of the university boat race between Oxford and Cambridge. This is the stone on the south side of the River Thames here, which marks the winning point of the boat race with the official winning post across the river, very close to Chiswick Bridge. Walked from Thames Bridge direction, and I'm going to walk under Chiswick Bridge on my way to Kew Bridge. Chiswick Bridge from the western side. You can see Chiswick Quay Marina across the river, and the mainly white building are the boathouses where the Oxford and Cambridge crews come ashore after the boat race and commence their celebrations or commiserations. The Thames Path here at Chiswick. Putney Town Rowing Club, deserted this morning. Thames Path continues along here, and this structure has obviously been erected to stop cars going. Thames Path, looking towards Kew, looking along river towards Kew Railway Bridge, walking under Kew Railway Bridge. Kew Railway Bridge carries the Circle Line over the Thames here near Kew. Looking back towards Kew Railway Bridge, Thames Path continues here. These cottages look nice with their view over the Thames, but I don't think I'd like to be there when it floods. They look very low. This building is really close to the side of the Thames here. Another quite nice residence here at the side of the Thames at Kew, but again very low because the path indicates the hoped for level of the water. I've walked from Chiswick Bridge and now reached Kew Bridge. And Kew Pier. This is Kew Bridge, which carries the South Circular Road over the Thames here at Kew. And now I'm going to walk underneath Kew Bridge from the western side upstream towards Richmond. Many boats moored here on the side of the river at Kew. Kew Bridge, and across the river is what I understand is called Brentford 8, which goes for quite a long distance. Over the wall is Kew Gardens, and across to my right is the river. Looking across into the grounds of Kew Gardens, along the Thames Path and to the river. Another view into the grounds of Kew Gardens, the Thames Path. Across to the golf course in Kew Gardens and along the Thames Path. A tree has come down over this waterway between the Thames Path and the golf course. This huge tree. Richmond Old Deer Park is across the waterway at the end of Kew Gardens near the golf course here. I think that may be Twickenham. The heron sitting there. called Richmond Lock Bridge. Thames Path to my right. Does that mean across that bridge? So that's Richmond Lock. So this is Richmond Lock and walking bridge, which appears to have two carriageways or two walkways. Richmond Lock. It's 20 to 4. I resisted the temptation to cross the Richmond Lock footbridge. Instead, I'm going to continue along the Thames Path on the south side of the river. Looking across the water here to part of Richmond Park, and along the Thames Path there's a bridge across into Richmond Park here. There are two bridges close together here. The first one is Twickenham Bridge, Lock Walking Bridge in the distance, Twickenham Bridge, and I believe Twickenham Railway Bridge. Train makes its way across what I believe to be Twickenham Railway Bridge. Richmond Bridge. This is the seaside light view of the hotels fronting onto the Thames at Richmond Bridge. Walking underneath Richmond Bridge. New Southern Bell going under Richmond Bridge.